When you're saved, God gives you a new heart for Him. He lives in you and gives you the strength you need to do everything and anything He calls you to do. I've learned over the last year that listening to God and what He tells me makes a huge difference made a huge difference in my life. I've always been a believer. I've always gone to church. Always thought I was doing what I needed to do to be saved, but I guess I didn't realize, I just was living for myself, and I didn't listen to what God had to tell me. Through events of the last year, I've been able to really see a lot clearer how He's been speaking to me all my life, and I refuse to listen. My wife and I, we've always been members of the church, and Tammy has always been more faithful, and she's had a stronger belief and been a lot closer to God than I ever was. And I guess I kind of explain our walk with the Lord as Jesus was here, Tammy was here, and I was always somewhere out here. With that gap in there, that left room for the devil to get in and pushed us both apart, not only from each other, but from the Lord. That gave a pretty big playground for the devil to get in. And we ended up separating. One day I was taking my dog for a walk, and the Lord decided to speak to me. So God was showing me all these things in my life, changes that needed to take place, and plans that He had for me. And so it wasn't just things of the past, it was also things for the future. And He showed me that one of His plans was definitely not divorce. And so I started to definitely see things clearer. I started looking to God for help. And He did start helping me. And so one day, after church service on Sunday morning, I had a conversation with one of the members, and they were just giving me support and letting me know they were praying for me and my wife and our marriage. But this particular Sunday, I came to Pastor Gary and talked with him, and he said a prayer over me. And at that moment, I just had a sense of peace over me. The next morning, on my way to work, I had the Christian radio on, and the Bible verse for the day was John 16, verse 33. It's these things I have said to you, so that in me you may have peace. In the world there will be trouble, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. And at that moment, I could give myself to God. In miraculous time, He brought us back together. And now our marriage is stronger than it's ever been. And now we have Jesus here, Tammy's here, and I'm here.
There you go, Todd. Based on this, your confession of faith, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, buried with Christ in His death, and raised to walk in a new life.